Okay, give me 3 minutes and I'm gonna fully prepare you for this ranked season with the best decks, their win rates and some secret tips. Suicune is the new star kid and the most used deck in the game right now. 50% of the decks you'll face at Masters will be Suicune. This is an even better version of the Sylveon Greninja deck that used to be one of the best decks in the game. This deck has already won a couple tournaments. Greninja will drag any poor mon you wanna KO in the active spot, and Suicune can do up to 120 damage with only 2 energies. Some decks run Poke Flute, some use Orikuro, some use Mantike, but if you want my advice, use this deck. This deck has a 60% win rate as of making this video, which is absolutely ridiculous. This deck also went 12-0 in a recent tournament. As this deck is quite new, I won't tell you which deck is super effective against it, but if you see a lot of Suicune decks in your matches, electric decks like these will surely help. Darktina is still the GOAT and the second most used deck. I went top 10 using only this deck and it's simply never going to die. You can use this deck anytime, anywhere without any problem. The biggest reason you might want to use this is because this deck destroys SP on decks, and as per my ranked experience, it is decent against Suicune as well. Orikuro might look like a threat, but here's a tip from the player who has hundreds of matches with this deck. Don't give a direct kill. Make them use a Cyrus to get the 2 points, and then you can stall easily as you have already wasted the Cyrus. 4 months combining 600 SP and the heals and cape will provide you a lot of time. Just waste their Cyrus and have patience. As boring as this deck might seem, this is still the most powerful deck in the game, and I don't think I need to say if it's winning tournaments, it's destroying them. SP on deck is the third most used deck, still somewhat of a decent choice, but has a 35 and 27% win rate against Darktina and the Suicune deck that I just showed you, mainly because Giratina can just wipe through them with that 150 or even 170 damage, so I won't recommend you this deck right now. But if you are not at Masters and don't see a lot of Darktina and Suicune decks, you can go for it. Entei is seeing no play at all. Flareon and Magby decks are still a solid choice. Raikou is somewhat decent, especially with Magnezone. We all know how dangerous this guy is. Here's the deck list I played in my recent video and it's actually decent. You can change it a bit if you wanna add Orikuro or a Giovanni to knock the Suicune with Magnezone. This deck can be good against the water decks that you are going to see an outburst of. If you like Raikou and you are not that serious about your rank, you can go for it. Orikuro decks have been seeing a lot of plays as well. Arceus, Orikuro and Pichu deck is the fourth most used deck right now. Mash them all together and use this deck. Fighting decks are not seeing much play, so you don't need to worry much about being weak to them. Buzzwole and Charizard deck, which was very popular last season, is seeing very low plays, mainly because people are using either something new or either something old that will ensure them a win. And now for the final bit, I'll show you a deck that I think needs more attention, this Flareon deck. Now I know you must be like, a fire deck in a Suicune meta, really? But just look at this, 2 red, 2 EV bags. If you get the Flareon setup and you have Magby, and you can set up so quick using it, or even if you don't start with Magby, you can probably get one Flareon online and it wipes. It absolutely wipes once it has the energy. I'm not trolling when I say this deck has brought me good results against Suicune. And you have the normal Flareon which can just wipe through Sylvanite and Orikuro decks with no trouble at all. And finally, these are just my opinions. This game needs a fair amount of luck as well, but you need to be wise enough to make something out of that luck, right? Some players might face quite the opposite results, but you need to be patient and keep trying. Good luck, see ya, and subscribe if you want to join my yet another top 100 journey. Do it!